Today I thought I would just do like a Q&A type video since I'm not sure what else to do. But I found one on the internet that is 50 questions you've never been asked. First question. What is your favorite scent of candle? It's Yankee Candle and it is the apple one. It's like an apple tart and I can't say the proper name so I'm not going to try. But it's either that one or Christmas cookie. And question number 2. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Miranda Hart. Miranda Hart. I just feel like she would be so comforting. And I just want to hug her. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? I know who. Ryan Reynolds. He is just hilarious and he seems like such a nice human being. So I pick Ryan Reynolds as my celebrity brother. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? Probably late 30s. Can you do a split? You might think with this body that it's impossible, but this body can nearly do a split. So, yes. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? Maybe I was like 6, possibly. I remember my parents were out working and I was at home and I took the training wheels off my bike. They might have been off for a while and I just hadn't got the hang of it. But I remember my parents coming home and I had figured out how to ride my bike without training wheels. And I came zooming down the veranda and onto the driveway and I was like, look at me! Look at me, I'm riding my bike without the wheels! How many oceans have you swam in? Just the one, I think. How many countries have you been to? So I was born in Australia and then we went to Europe one year. We stopped over in the United Arab Emirates. We stopped in Dubai. So I mean, I was in the airport, but technically I was in another country, so yeah, that one. France, England, Italy, Switzerland. Is that it? I think that might be it. Is anyone in your family in the army? My grandpa was in the army a long time ago. What would you name your daughter if you had one? After watching Fantastic Beasts, I really like the name Queenie, but it's borderline, because that's quite an unusual name, isn't it? But I really like the name Queenie. I like the name Aria. I like the name Addison. I like a lot of names, but I think those are my top 3. What would you name your son if you had one? For a long time, I don't know why, I wanted to call my future son JC. What's the worst grade you got on a test? I think I got close to a fail once in a psychology test. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? Was really obsessed with Saddle Club. Arthur, I still love Arthur. I will still watch it if it's on TV. I really loved Hannah Montana. Me and my dad used to watch Hannah Montana every Saturday morning together and it was the best. Sailor Moon. Did I just get like really bright? The sun must have moved. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? Probably didn't actually celebrate Halloween when I was 8. I didn't start celebrating it properly maybe till like 2015. Because Halloween is not a big deal here. They're really trying to make it a big deal here, but it's not. I think maybe when I was 12, me and my next door neighbor tried to go trick-or-treating in our town and we got yelled at, so we didn't do it again. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games or Twilight series? I have read them all. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I mean, they call it British, but it's Britain is like a lot of places. So an English accent. But even then, you've got a whole bunch of different accents in that as well. Did your mother go to college? Yes, she did. I'm pretty sure she did like some sort of business degree or something. in the Philippines, and then she did a computer course when she came here. Are your grandparents still married? The only grandparent I have left is my grandma on my mother's side, so my mum's mum. Have you ever taken karate lessons? I took one taekwondo class because my parents forced me to do it and I hated it. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Of course I know who Kermit the Frog is. What's the first amusement park you've been to? It was probably like SeaWorld or Movie World. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? So my native language is English. My mum speaks Tagalog and my dad speaks French, so I would love to be fluent in both of those because it would be awesome, and also I'd be able to understand what they're saying when they're talking in their own language. Do you spell the colour as grey or grey? Oh, with an E or an A? I think with an E. Is your father bald? No, he is not. Do you know triplet? I know of triplets, but like they went to the same primary school as me, I think, or high school. I think they were in my brother's grade. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Titanic, hands down. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet are just so pretty. Oh, the sun is really changing. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I have. What's the name of your favourite restaurant? What is my favourite restaurant? We'll go Hog's Breath, because that's the one I probably eat at the most, even though I don't go there that often. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Pretty sure there's no Olive Garden in Australia, so no. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? Yes, Costco. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? My guess is Stephen, because I'm pretty sure I was named after a church, unless my parents are joking, but I'm pretty sure I was named after St. Stephen's Cathedral. Although they called my brother Matthew, so maybe if I had been a boy they might have called me Matthew. If you have a nickname, what is it? I mean, the most common one is Steph, because it's just easy, but that one's like boring. Like, I want to be one of those people that has a really cool nickname that is nowhere near their actual name, and they got it because of something that happened. It's mostly Steph, or Steffi, or my friend Patrick gave me the name Snephanie because I started calling him Patrika. Who's your favourite person in the world? How am I supposed to pick just one person? Like, that's impossible. I am my favourite person. Would you rather live in a rural area or in the suburbs? Suburbs is different to city, right? Because I don't want to live in the city. If I'm in the suburbs now, then yeah, suburbs, great. Because I want to be close to like shops and movies and takeaways and stuff. I don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere with nothing. Can you whistle? Nope. Do you sleep with a nightlight? I used to, because the dark kind of terrifies me. Do you eat breakfast every morning? Considering it's 10:30 and I haven't eaten yet, and this happens most days, no. Do you take any pills or medication daily? If I remember to, which is not a lot of the time, I have antihistamines to help with hay fever. What medical conditions do you have? None that I know of. I used to have asthma when I was a kid, but that's fixed itself. How many times have you been to the hospital? For myself? When I was born? I haven't been to the hospital for myself. I've been to the hospital for other people, like to visit, but for me, no, I haven't been admitted to the hospital. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? This is really random. But yes, I have seen Finding Nemo and I have seen Finding Dory, and they're both amazing. Where do you buy your jeans? I found really nice ones at Big W last year or the year before. They're so soft and they're a little bit stretchy, so they're probably not like real denim, but they look like denim and they look like jeans, so they count. What's the last compliment you got? It was probably from Cody. I feel like me and Cody compliment each other a lot. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Yes. I should start writing them down because they're just strange. Like last night I dreamt, oh god, it's like I'm thinking of the dream I had the night before. I can't remember this one. What was it? Oh my god. The night before last night I dreamt that I was Chris Hemsworth's assistant or something. That was really random. I can't for the life of me remember now what I dreamt last night, but I know when I woke up this morning I was like, what flavor tea do you enjoy? I am so fussy when it comes to tea. Basically, if it's black tea or if it's chai, I will like it. Or how many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Oh god. I don't know, maybe like 20 or 25. But what religion will you raise your children to practice? Well, considering I have a Catholic church in my backyard, they will probably have to go to church. Although I would prefer to raise them to choose their own faith type thing. I mean, I will bring them to church with me if I go, but if when they grow up they decide they don't want to go to church, I'm not gonna force them. You can be an atheist for all I care. As long as you're a good human being with good values, that's all I care about, really. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I feel like there was one night where like it fully sank in because I wasn't quite asleep yet, but I could hear my parents in the dining room rapping, like they were just being loud because they thought I was asleep. But I feel like that was like when I was way too old, like I must have known before then. Why do you have a Tumblr? Since I'm doing this on YouTube, I'm gonna answer why do you have a YouTube? And it's because I've wanted to do this for so long. Like when I first got into YouTube, like just watching it, back in high school, it was Live, Love, and Live. It was Mitchell Davis making the I Love You video. And one of my best friends showed me the video and I watched that video so many times. Like I know it word for word. And that is what started my YouTube obsession. Now, I don't think I watched it as regularly then as I do now. Like I have so many subscriptions that I watch every single day. I watch it when I wake up in the morning and I will watch it before I go to bed. It just seems like so much fun to make videos and to go out and have fun and to film like memories and to have video footage of things that you've done in the past and to be able to look back on them and be like, oh my god, I remember that day that we went to the beach and did that. Like I watched the Saucony Jolies. I don't know if you know of them, but they're a family that lives in England. And they have been vlogging for years, like 5 or 6 years or something. And they have 2 kids and they have another one on the way. And I just think it's so cool that those kids will be able to look back at what their parents were doing way before they were even born. That was like a really roundabout way of saying why I have YouTube. That's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to subscribe to me if you'd like to see more. And I will see you next time. Bye!